If you can consistently do these three things well, then getting cheeks or getting women to your bedroom becomes drastically easier. And no, it's not because women are easy. I mean, some of them are easy, but it's because intimacy usually falls apart for the same predictable reasons. You might be getting attention, but nothing happens. You might be getting numbers, but it never turns into anything. You might even get the date, but you still go home alone. But the crazy part is, you may not even realize what you're actually doing wrong. That changes today. I'm going to teach you the three things that if you can learn, getting sex becomes drastically easier. Now, these three things are a system. They work together. You can't have one without the other. But the good news is it's very easy to develop. These skills are very, very, very doable. They're easy to develop. Anyone can develop them, blind, crippled, or crazy. But the thing is, a lot of you guys are in your own way, or you let fake gurus and egotistical maniac influencers who are only out to pump you with fear so you can follow them, you let them get in your way. You let the internet nonsense get in your way. All you have to do is go outside, go to the mall, go to somewhere in public and look around and look at the men who have a woman. You see short men have women. You'll see fat dudes have a woman. You'll see black, white, Mexican, poor, rich. Go out anywhere in public and you'll see somebody with their woman. But you can't let this stuff cloud your judgment, this stuff on the internet and these fake false preachers cloud your judgment to the point to where you disowning your common sense and just following some guy because it feels good, and it feels good to your ego because they stroking your ego and they telling you the things that you want to hear. That's what's in your way. You are in your way. The fear is in your way. Fear of rejection, negative self-talk, all of that stuff is in your way. But if you get past that, you can develop these three things. And the crazy thing is, even if you have all of that stuff and all of those negative personality traits, if you had these three things, you can still get laid. But I said all that to say it's fairly easy. Let's get into it. Now, the first component is charm. And charm is the ability to bring delight to people and or make them feel better or feel better about themselves. That's something that anybody can do. Babies do it, old people do it, crippled people do it. Anybody can develop that. The thing is with charm and why it's so powerful is because most people spend their entire existence running away from pain, work, school, bills, life, stress, debt, all type of stuff. This life and this existence is just chipping away. And everything that we do is to run away from this pain, whether it be getting into video games, going to clubs, drinking, hobbies, watching basketball, watching football, watching the MMA events, dating women, getting into relationships is all designed. We're all doing this to run away from these stressors and this pain, doing drugs, drinking, whatever. Charm is so good because it's an immediate remedy to that pain. Try this. Next time you're at the grocery store, the old lady that's bagging up your groceries, say, "Oh, thank you. I really appreciate you. Thank you. I hope you have a blessed day." And look at her face. Watch her face. Or the clerk that's at the 7-Eleven. Just be nice to her. "Oh, I love your hair. That's nice hair." Or you have a beautiful smile. And not to get a phone number out of somebody, but just go be nice and make somebody feel better about their day. And just watch the look on their face. Most people don't hear that. Most people, we all in a system, in a world where everybody is take. Nobody's giving positive energy. So if you can give people positive energy and you can exude positive energy and make people feel good about themselves or make people feel good in general, they'll want to be around you. The thing what players do that most guys don't do, even guys that's ladies men, not just players, but ladies men who are nefarious and they are underhanded and crooked and they do it the wrong way or they're manipulative. The one thing that they do is charm. Anybody who has a following, anybody who has a group of people who follow them, a lot of women, a lot of money, a lot of clients, a lot of customers, a large voter base, they have the ability to charm and make people feel good. They may not always use it, especially if they're an evil person or they're nefarious, But they have that ability, and that's what it essentially gathered the people to liking them anyway. They were an escape from the mundane. So if you have that ability to charm, you will be okay. Now, I'm speaking about making people feel good. And when it comes in regards to women, one thing you have to understand is what feels good to not only women, but people in general, but what feels good to a woman is subjective, right? And so this is when the game get colder. This is when you get more advanced in the game, you can see what feels good to different people and you can deliver based on however you want to kick your game. But what feels good to a person is subjective. What's fun to a person or what's an escape to a person is subjective. So drama to a toxic woman is a good feeling. So if you can bring that into a toxic woman's world, you would be considered charming. Most guys think charm is about compliments. It's not just compliments. It's the ability to make people feel good, right? Based on, yes, compliments has a part to do with it, but it's not just compliments. It's just based on your energy and what you bring. So a woman who's a drama queen, if you bring her drama, if you're sitting around talking and gossiping, and she will feel good. That's charm. So don't think that charm is just one way. A positive woman, a good woman, bringing toxicity to her is not charming. Saying something or negging her is not, it's not charming. Charm is subjective to the different people. Now, I'm not telling you to be negative because I don't want you to go anywhere and exude a negative energy, but I'm just letting you know the best way to be charming is to just be yourself and find your tribe. Do what you think is, exude your own positive energy and find the people who are more receptive to it. So there's no one way to charm because people are different. That's what I'm saying. Now, once you have the ability to charm, remember, it's a move. It's three components that work together. Once you have the ability to charm, you now have to connect. A connection comes before any transaction. You have to connect with someone before you can get something from them. Anybody has the ability to connect to people. Anybody has that ability. Blind, crippled, crazy, black, white, short, tall, autistic, whatever the case may be. Now, I'm not the autistic coach, so don't, all you autistic guys hearing this, don't think I can come and fix your autism. I can't, right? But I'm saying all that to say, anybody can connect with another human being. So if you have the ability to connect, we getting somewhere. Most women require a connection before sleeping with them. I don't care what anybody tells you. Most women require a connection before sleeping with them. Most people require a connection before a transaction. Before you buy something, whoever you buy from has to connect with you. Now, how easy or how deep or the level of connection varies, but a connection has to be made, period. Now, when I say connection, I just mean a moment of genuine mutual interest where two people actually click. That's all. Something was said, felt, or experienced that makes both people want more of each other. That's what I mean by connection. That is required to sleep with most women. Now, can you skip the connection? Yes, but you're going to have to do massive volume. You're going to have to approach and talk to tons and tons and tons of women, or you're going to have to put yourself in environments where those type of women are. Clubs, bars, parties, low quality shit. And if you're not a low quality person who don't like low quality shit or like messing with low quality, irresponsible women, that's not something you're going to want to do. But even still, the woman who's a low quality woman or a super slut that'll F you the same night, there was still a moment of genuine interest where two people actually clicked. Now, the level of connection, the bar may have been set super low, but it was there because maybe it was just physical attraction, or maybe it was right place, right time. She mad at her man and won't get back. You want something, boom, y'all click. The connection is still there. It's just the bar is set low. So a connection is required to sleep with a woman. Most women. I don't care what none of these dudes say. Don't let them ego hustle you. Don't let them ego hustle you, because what happens is, and I do this too, not ego hustle, but I say things like a woman has to like you. She don't like you enough if XYZ. That's true to a certain extent. But where some of these guys go, they go to the extreme egotistical, delusional route and say things like, well, they believe that a person a normal person or normal woman should, could, or would prioritize her standards over her desire for you or over her attraction to you. Does that make sense? When dudes tell you that, so if a guy says, oh, well, if you go up to a woman, you go up to a woman and you say, hey, let's go back to my, you go up to a woman in the club, you say, let's get out of here, let's go back to the hotel. And she say no, these guys will tell you, oh, well, she just don't like you enough. While that is true, it's egotistical because you're expecting somebody. What if that woman says, well, I'm not just going to go to somebody's hotel and I don't even know who they are. That don't mean she don't like you. It don't mean she don't like you a lot. But her safety supersedes her attraction for you. And that's okay. And that's normally how it is. And things like that, right? When it comes to things like that. Now, if it's something like, oh, let's go on a coffee date. And she says, well, let's go to dinner. I would tell you, just like anybody else would tell you, she don't like you enough. That's not a standard like that is almost kind of ridiculous. Now, she's right to do and kick her game however she want to kick her game. But that's a little bit different than I'm going to sleep with you and I don't know your name. I wouldn't tell you to be like, oh, well, she just don't like you enough, so whatever. No, that's egotistical. And when you approach the game like that, you have to do a lot of work. You have to do a lot of selling. And you don't have to do that. A hustler taught me this. I learned this when I was back in the streets. And I'm not condoning street shit, but I think it's relevant. I used to, when I was a nickel and dimer, nickel and diming, in the trap, nickel, dime, 20, 100, like, it was a lot of transactions that you had to get through the profit. And the more transactions you have, the more risk you take. The more you put yourself in favorable situations. When you can elevate your game and be smarter, and instead of breaking this shit down 50 different into 1,000 different bags, bust it down into 4 and find better quality clientele. And you get through it at the same rate. You make more money. If not, if you make more money, right? And if not, you sell it faster so you can do that twice and make the same amount or more instead of sitting somewhere doing 1,000 transactions to get to the same amount of profit. So I learned that earlier because I didn't know that. And somebody, an older guy taught me that. It's essentially the same concept. Why talk to 1,000 fucking women or message 1,000 women on dating apps? Because it gets overwhelming when you have to keep up with all of that. And a lot of you guys might not know, but it just gets overwhelming. It takes up a lot of your time. Like you have to dedicate a significant amount of time to talk to all of these women. You don't have to do that. Just connect with them, charm and connect. So again, don't let these dudes ego hustle you. There's certain things, and what I mean by that too is there's certain things that I won't do. I don't care who a woman is. I don't care how much I like her. I'm never going to leave with my wallet, ever. No woman can ever come to me and say, if you like me or if you want my number, cash at me. There's no circumstance that I would ever do that, ever. I don't give a fuck who she is. I don't care how much I like her. Now, she would be egotistical and out of her mind and miss such a good thing if she had the mentality of, well, he don't like you enough. You're right. I don't like you. There's no woman that I like more than my standards. And what you guys don't understand is if you're a man and you can think that way, another human being, which is a woman, women think that way too. So it's not a thing as if she like you enough. Again, it's true to a certain extent. I just hope that a lot of you guys, I just hope that you're intelligent and smart enough to understand the difference. But there's no woman that can ever come to me and say, oh, well, if you want my number, cash at me. Now, if she come into my life, she earned her space, she's valuable. I rarely I don't tell my woman no when it comes to material shit if she's earned that. So she just missed out on a whole blessing because I take care of my woman. And I take care of my woman good. Am I a trick? Absolutely not. So I'm not just going to go in and just give a woman access to my resources like that. That's something that has to be earned. But she would miss out on a guy like me for thinking I don't like her enough because I ain't cash apped her. Does that make sense to you guys? Imagine a woman you see, you like her, and she walk up to her, oh, your name, da da da, you look good, da da da, and she vibing with it, and she say, well, are you gonna take me out to eat? Like, what? Like, bitch, let me get to know you first. Yeah, I take you out to eat, but don't make me feel like a trick. You understand? So it's the same on the other foot. It's like, connect with me first. Let's vibe first. I don't have a problem taking you. Women operate the same way, just on the other foot when it comes to their bodies and stuff like that. And you have to understand that. And just because a woman don't give you sex when you walk up to her and say, let's go back to my place, that don't mean she don't like you. You have to connect. When you buy something from me, when you buy my coaching or my products, you have to connect. It typically takes somebody 15 to 20 hours of consuming my content before they buy something. That's called a connection. What I'm doing with this free content and this free game is connecting with you, resonating with you. Most of you guys just take the shit and run, take the free shit. A lot of guys they don't resonate with. But for the ones who I'm talking to, my guys who I'm trying to help, it resonates with them. I make that connection, and then boom, I can help them. I can give to them. They can give to me. I can take care of my family. They can get the life that they want. No, even swap, even swindle. That's how that works. But if this video started with, hey, I got this course coming out, buy my course. And every time you saw me, it was buy my course, and I made no connection, YouTube wouldn't even show that video to you. You wouldn't watch it. If the first thing I said was, hey, I got this course coming out. Hey, I got this coaching. No, I have to connect with you, a nice hook, relate to you. And then maybe I say, okay, well, if you want to get into that, click the link in the description real quick. And then go on and continue connecting with you. That's how this works. It works in relationships. It works in business. It works everywhere. You're not just going to go vote for somebody just because they said go vote. They have to connect. Again, stop listening to these egotistical dudes. That's basically hustling backwards. Because that's not to say that you can't get a woman by skipping to the point, getting there. You can. But it's hustling backwards. Those are the niggas that be in a trap, nickel and diamond, wasting their time, throwing rocks at the chain gang for pennies, doing 1,000 sales a day when they could step their game up, put themselves out there and do 4. And it's the good part. This could happen. It don't take all day to build a connection. It don't take a month to build a connection. It don't take four weeks. It don't take 3 dates or 4 dates. You could build a connection in one night. So don't skip the process. You could build it with the right woman in one conversation. That's all I'm saying. So when I say connect, I don't mean do some long drawn out process to where you can charm, you can connect. The next step we're going to get into, close. You have to be able to close. Charm, connect, close. King Dre said that. You can do that all within 1 date, 2 dates, 3 days, however you run your ship. You can do it in one conversation. You can do it in one night. You can do it in one FaceTime. Charm, connect, close. You'll see your sex rate skyrocket. If you're a business owner, you'll see your sales skyrocket. If you're a politician, you'll see your following skyrocket. Charm, connect, close. Make people feel good about themselves. Find a genuine mutual point of connection and close. You have to be able to take things to the next level, whether that's getting a number. So if you're on a dating app, from the dating app, you get the number, that's closing, that's escalating. From the number texting to setting a date, that's closing, that's escalating. Get into sex, that's closing, that's escalating. From the sexual relationship for a couple months, then you putting her in a position to, now she's going to go through a vetting process to be your girl, that's closing, that's escalate. But you have to be able to close. If you don't have close, you don't have anything. If you can't close, you don't have anything. I could sit here and talk. If I don't tell y'all to go click the link in the description, you're not going to do it. Most people are not going to do it. This is the thing you got to understand. Generally speaking, when women show up on dates and they show up to you, or they come to your house, or they show up after you put your game down and you approach them and you flirt and all that, and they show up, they want the same intimacy and romance just like you do. They want things to progress just the way that you do. They are expecting it. The thing is, they don't know how, or they're so afraid of rejection. And In this market, in this climate, they have the leverage because everybody's thirsting after what they have. So they don't have to learn how to escalate. Because if you don't close, if you don't take it to the next level, there's 50 guys that will. That's not the same dynamic. What they call it in real estate, it's like a seller's market. It's the seller's market with women when it comes to getting, the sexual marketplace. They don't have to learn how to escalate because there's hundreds of guys willing to do it if you don't. So you have to do it. They're not going to do it. They're expecting it when you show up. And when you don't do it, you're essentially wasting time because it's like, what are we doing here? They want to find the love of their life. They want to get into an entanglement. They want to, whatever the narrative in their head or the movie that they have playing in their head about their life, when they meet you, they hope that you're the guy to do it, whether it's be a casual sexual relationship, a relationship, whatever. They hope, and they're giving you the number because they're hoping in their mind that you're the guy to do it. And so when you show up stalling, it's like he's not the guy to do it. He's not the guy to make the movie in my head a reality. So you have to be able to close and take things to the next level. You can't be scared. This is the main reason women go cold on you or don't respond back to you, because you either A, you're not closing, or you're not talking about shit that's leading to closing. You're not connecting. You're not having genuine good conversation. You're not nothing. So you're just sitting there talking, small talking, and they just go on about their day because you're wasting time. And adults don't have time to waste because remember, we're all running away from pain or running towards pleasure. That is what we spend our life doing. And you sitting there, more of the pain, just mundane bullshit, and wasting time, not getting to the point, not getting nowhere, not talking about nothing. And this ain't just for if you play in the field and dating or got a rotation. This is if you want a relationship with a woman, a long-term monogamous relationship with a woman, you have to be able to do this because most women don't know how to do it. Now, in your mind, you may say, well, it's easy for a woman. She just got to come to you. She hasn't learned how to do it. Just like you don't know how to make a situation and turn it sexual, she don't either because she never had to learn. So if you get into a woman and if you get into a relationship with a woman and you can't, she more than likely ain't finna throw herself at you every night. Men typically initiate in relationships because we are the ones who know how. Even with somebody you comfortable with. You the one that's going to be setting the tone for romance and initiating sex. Now, are there some women, once they get comfortable with you, they open up more, they start it sometimes cool. I'm not saying that happen, and it do happen. But you still need to be able to make it happen. Because if you got a woman who's never learned, especially them low body count women that y'all say y'all want, that y'all complain about that y'all want, them low body count virgins and all that, do you think they know how to seduce you and be sexual with you? No, nigga. So you're going to have to do it. And if you can't do it, you're going to have a sexless relationship. You're going to come online crying, why my wife never initiate me? Just like the other clowns do. Why my wife never initiates? And you sitting there facing the opposite of her, sitting there pouting because she ain't coming on to you and you tired of coming on to her. Yes, you need to learn how to do it. Just because she don't come on to you don't mean she's not attracted to you and don't mean she's into you. She may just not know how to seduce you. She hasn't learned the skills. Maybe she's afraid of rejection, or she don't know what to do, or she's awkward putting herself out there in a sexual way. But if you come on to her, she's always open. It's always good. But you so caught up in your emotional dependency and validation of women that, she's not coming on to me. Why I always got to initiate it? Why I always got to be the one? Because you got what you asked for. You want a woman who's not a whore and who's not sexual with all these other dudes and got a low body count and she don't know how to. The point I'm saying is you got to close if you got one of them. You got to learn how to close even in a relationship or your relationship going to be sexless. So charm, connect, close. That is the framework if you want sex. It's just that simple. Now, if you're having problems with this, you're having problem cold approaching, you're having problem on dating apps, if you're having problems learning how to charm, if you need help learning how to charm, connect, which is texting, vibing, conversation, date logistics, all of that stuff, closing, escalating, taking things to the next level, being authentic. If you're having trouble with any of that and you need my help, I got you. I can get you there in 8 weeks if you want to be able to get sex consistently, From the moment you sign up, from 8 weeks, you'll be in the position that you want to be in. If you want to have a woman to where you've, because I like to say you could be able to get a girlfriend, but I don't coach making somebody a girlfriend in 2 months. No. But if you want to have a woman to where you're vetting her, getting ready to vet her for something serious, you can get that. I coach men on how to do it, and I've done it successfully over 8 years, no smut on my name. Hit me up. If you're not at your desired goal within 8 weeks, I'll work with you at no additional cost until you hit your goal. That's how confident I am. But click the link that's in the description if you want to change your life and reach your goals as far as the dating game go. Also, Complete Attraction System. Now, for coaching, that's the first link, Complete Attraction System. If you just want to get in the game, you want to get in the game, learn the texting and learn that stuff, and you're a self-starter, Complete Attraction System is available. That is the second link. But click both of those links. Hit me up. I got you. But anyway, guys, that's been my time. I hope you guys are having a blessed day. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. And I wish you much peace and prosperity. But that's been my time. Like the video, subscribe, hype. I've been telling y'all to hype, but I ain't had the hype feature turned on. I just realized. So hype this video so we could get it in the algorithm, so we could spread game, not this bullshit and negativity that's poisoning y'all and leading y'all astray. We got to spread this game. So do that for me. If you got something out of this, like, subscribe, share, comment. Let me know what you think. I'll see you guys next time. That's been my time. I'm rambling now. I'm rambling now, but it's your gracious game advisor, yours truly, King Dre. Till next time.